Hi, this is Nicholas Bell with IONCINEMA, here to review The Amusement Park, a lost restored film directed by George A. Romero some 46 years ago that Shudder is releasing June 8th, 2021. It's just a 50 plus minute medium-length film that was commissioned by the Lutheran Society for George A. Romero to make, which is kind of a bizarre PSA on, as we're told, the lack of compassion the younger generation has for the elderly. It opens on an actor, Lincoln Maazel, who's 70 years old. His only other credit is starring in Romero's classic film Martin, which is 1976. Basically telling us what we're about to see, and that to keep in mind that one day you'll also be old. It's kind of an abstract metaphor for what an elderly person, the kind of disorientation they might face in society at large, using the amusement park as the parameters to show the kind of Kafkaesque chaos someone might be experiencing. So then it segues to Maazel in this dusty white suit, beaten up and bloody. A crisp version of him looking like Colonel Sanders comes into what seems to be this bright white waiting room, and they have a bizarre interaction, and then the upright version of Maazel goes out into the world, which is an amusement park teeming with really a lot of other elderly people, and is meant to show a variety of real life instances happening in the amusement park, which I think culminates in probably the best moment in a bumper car sequence in which Romero himself is featured. But really it's just a series of vignettes with Maazel walking around looking lost and kind of pathetic. It does tend to drag and feel a little bit long, like it could have been Adventureland as an episode on the Twilight Zone per se. It also has that vibe of something you would have discovered recently on, say, Arrow Video's, one of their anthologies of restored American horror films that they put 2 volumes out of. I think if you're a fan of Romero, it's probably must-see, but you'll be disappointed if, while it does favor some of his motifs, I think it's not a stretch to see his interest in films like The Crazies or, Night of the Living Dead. It obviously isn't, the intention of this film wasn't to be, a genre film that you're used to from him. Personally, I tend to gravitate towards all of his non-zombie films. I think Creepshow and Monkey Shines and Martin, or even his adaptation of The Dark Half, I think have aged a little bit better in our continual recycling of the zombie mythos, if you will, in American horror cinema. But really, it just obviously it's very on the nose with showing how dismissive or how people are just outright charlatans towards the elderly population. I think you see Romero trying to work his way around getting out of the amusement park, even with a kind of an interesting moment with a psychic who's reading a fortune to this young couple, and through that we project to the outside world and issues regarding a slumlord not fixing up an apartment building, etc. Overall, if you're a fan of Romero or kind of the particular vibe of this era of indie genre cinema, Amusement Park is definitely going to be up your alley. Overall, I would give it 3 out of 5 stars. Thank you.
Hey, this is Eric from IONCINEMA.com. If you want to support us, subscribe below. For more reviews, interviews, film festival coverage from Sundance, Cannes, Toronto, you want to check out these guys on this side.